Educate yourself. Learn what he or she is going through. Make them aware that you are there for them and are willing to make them be comfortable. Before we discuss mental disorders in children, take a couple minutes to think about what you think about someone with a mental disorder. Discuss with your neighbors to see what we perceive may be different than what someone else does. Do you know anyone who has a lack of interest in just about everything, or no motivation and down on his or herself? They could be clinically depressed. 8% of all children ranging from ages 12 to 17 have experienced bouts of debilitating depression. Of the 2 million teens with clinical depression, only about 39% of those got the treatment that they needed. The main cause for lack of treatment is healthcare coverage and also proximity of adolescent psychologists in the area. GAD, or generalized anxiety disorder. 5.9% of children grow up with overwhelming feeling of worry every day. Children with anxiety worry about everything from death to losing their lunch bag. You see symptoms such as fatigue, inability or irregular sleep patterns, frequent upset stomach, sweating, or nervous tendencies such as repetitive movement, like legs shaking or picking the skin around their nails. Bipolar depression disorder. According to National Institute of Health, 1 in every 5 children develop a bipolar disorder. 5.9% of children ages 13 to 18 have severe bipolar disorder. These children experience symptoms such as easily fatigue, mood swings, worrisome, and depression. A panic disorder is a physical issue where your brain sends your body into a fight or flight mode. Usually you are a victim to an attack and cannot control or stop them. People who have had panic attacks would say that they are very scary and can show similar symptoms to a heart attack. Can you imagine an 11-year-old going through something so scary that has no real harm to them? Being a child with schizophrenia is extremely rare. 1% of people are diagnosed with schizophrenia, and 1 out of 16 of those are children. Symptoms include auditory hallucinations, delay in language, poor motor development, and repetitive tics, among many more. When I was 12, I visited a nursing home frequently, and one of the patients had schizophrenia. He would go outside talking to trees and inanimate objects, thinking that they were people or that they were talking back to him. Imagine a child going through something like that at school age. What would kids think? Would you help them? OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder, is a mental disorder that causes people to constantly obsess over the possibility that something is dangerous, dirty, or wrong. There is evidence to support the fact that OCD is hereditary. Many symptoms include grooming rituals, rereading, erasing, doing things a specific way, hoarding, ordering, or arranging. I work with children in my daycare that have OCD, one of which makes sure that all the doors are closed at all times. and will constantly ask teachers if he can turn on the lights. Now think about a child you know that has one of these mental illnesses. What symptoms do they show? How do you think you can help them in a classroom setting? Talk with your neighbors and discuss with your class. If you don't know somebody with a mental illness or a child, think about what you think it would look like. Now that you know the differences between the different disorders.